This podcast holds nothing sacred. This is Life, Tech, and Sundry. And what is Sundry? It's our experiences put in a melting pot to the internet. So join us on this wild ride called the LTS Podcast. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check, ladies and gentlemen. No, listeners across the internet. My name is Marcos Lopez, and welcome to this episode of the LTS Out of Office. Like on the other previous Out of Office, I talked about the Americas and its tech advancement. On this episode, I'm gonna try to talk about Asia. Obviously, there's a lot of countries there, and I'm gonna miss a lot of them, but this is cherry-picked to what I want to share. If you want to talk about more about it, reach out on X, Instagram, or leave a comment wherever you find this podcast. It just was nagging me. It was in my head while I was thinking about it for so long with the Americas one. I said, hey, if I'm doing it with the continents, why not go for the Asian, the European, maybe the African, the Australian, or what is it, Oceania? Something like that. I feel not too smart on that one, but I'm going to do some research and try to share them on episodes for the Out of Office on the solo editions. Anyways, let's dive into Asia. From Silk Roads to Silicon Valleys, Asia's technological odyssey. Asia, not only a name, a continent of ancient civilizations and modern technological powerhouses, has been a wellspring of innovations for millennia. Not one, for a millennia actually. From the BC to CE, from BCE to SE, standard era. I don't know. I'm rambling. Anyways, from the intricate inventions of early dynastics, early dynasties to the cutting-edge advancements of today's tech giants. Asia's technological journey is a rich tapestry of ingenuity, resilience, and transformative breakthroughs. Let's embark on a journey through the dynamic landscape, tracing the evolution of Asian technology from its earliest roots to its present-day prominence, highlighting the unique contribution of different regions and countries. Starting with the early foundations, the cradle of innovation. In short, this time frame is the early innovations that would change the world. From an ancient civilization, 3000 BCE to 500 CE, pioneering the discoveries, starting with China, the papermaking, gunpowder, the compass, the self-production, and the early advancements in mathematics and astronomy. Then you have India, the development of the decimal system, the advancements in the metallurgy, aka working with iron, the sophisticated water management systems, aka the Indus Valley civilization, and early astronomical observations, everything on paper or its equivalent. Then you have Mesopotamia, the invention of the wheel, the development of writing, cuneiform to be exact, and the early agricultural practices such as irrigation. Don't get me wrong, dear listener, this area is a powerhouse developing the wheel. Can't get as basic and for any technology as to have a wheel. There you have it. That's how strong this area is in developing technology. From the start, the focus of this time frame is the practical inventions, scientific observation, and the development of sophisticated knowledge systems. Then you have the medieval era, 100 CE to 1500 CE, the golden age of innovation. Going back with China again, the printing press, movable type, advanced shipbuilding, aka this is not an insult, but this is the actual name. It's probably in Chinese. Sorry for the mispronunciation ahead of time. The junks, JUNKS. Not an insult, that's how they called it. The gunpowder weapons and the development of porcelain. Now with India, the advancements in mathematics such as algebra, trigonometry, astronomy, Aryabhata, and medicine, Ayurveda. Sorry for the mispronunciation, but these merit to be highlighted, even in their name. And again, sorry for the mispronunciation. And then you have, in this time frame as well, the Islamic Golden Age, the flourishing of science and scholarship, advancements in optics, medicine, aka the Avicenna, and mathematics with the Al-Khwarizmi. Sorry for the mispronunciation. But the focus of this time frame is specifically knowledge dissemination, maritime trade, and the flourishing of scientific and cultural exchange. Even shorter words, advancements in printing, math, and sea traveling. Yeah, no, this Asia is a powerhouse. But just from the start, I just can't. I'm in awe every time I find new things, and obviously, I want to learn the languages. I'm not that good at languages, but I really find it interesting how each language is key for its region. Obviously for communication, my respect goes off the charts with all these places. Anyway, let's go in with the era of transformation from tradition to modernity. This is between the 16th and the 15th centuries. In that time frame, which is 300 years? Contact me if I'm wrong. The encounters and the adaptations. Going back with China, the interactions with European traders and missionaries, gradual adaptation of Western scientific methods, and the challenges of maintaining political and economic stability. A lot of strife, along with advancements. And then you have India, the Mughal Empire, and its architectural achievements. The Taj Mahal is just an example. And the interactions with the European powers, and the beginnings of the industrialization under the British rule. Then, can't forget about it, Japan. You have the isolationist policies, the Edo period specifically, followed by the rapid modernization and industrialization in the Meiji era. The focus of this time frame is the adapting to global changes, preserving cultural heritage, and laying the groundwork for future development. In short, East meets West and the beginnings of modernization. There's a lot of movies in between this time frame. I can't say enough, like the Jungle Book, what is it? The Wong Fei Hong for China, and then there's a lot of with the Japanese Edo period. Nobunaga. These guys are just emblems of their country. Now, with the early 20th century, we have the nation building and industrialization. The word of this episode is brought to you by the letter I, but specifically the industrialization. My pronunciation is horrible. Sorry about that. Now, beginning with Japan. The rapid industrialization development of infrastructure, such as the railway, and advancement in telecommunication, aka telegraph. Going with China now, the political and social upheaval, also known as the Chinese Revolution, early efforts at industrialization, and the challenges of nation building. There were a lot of upheaval, a lot of political things that are affecting that nation, maybe even the world to this day, were started in this time frame. Okay, let's not forget about India. The independence movement, partition, and the challenges of post-colonial development. Imagine the modernization. No, actually, the focus of this time frame is the modernization, national development, and the pursuit of technological self-reliance. The words of this time frame, the brief summary is that Japan takes the lead in industrialization because they were forced to be open. You already know by who. If you don't, it was the United States. But again, they controlled how they opened up. Mainly, I think it's Portuguese colonials that got in there. So there's a lot of Portuguese influence in Japan in that sense. And a lot of their culture of advancement in technology, like pantaloons, all those things. Just like Portuguese words that you didn't expect to find Portuguese words. Anyways, let's slide into the digital age. Asia's rise as a tech powerhouse. In the mid-20th century, post-war reconstruction and technological growth. Starting with Japan, the rapid economic growth development of electronics industries such as Sony, Panasonic, and advancements in semiconductor technology. Then you have South Korea with the economic development driven by export-oriented industries such as Samsung, LG. These advancements in shipbuilding and automotive manufacturing made them a staple in their country. Ironically, Samsung has a car. I think they even have a tank development industry in-house in country. And now we slide into Taiwan, the development of a strong technology sector, specifically with semiconductors and electronics, and the rise of manufacturing giants such as Foxconn, Nvidia, AMD, and all these different places. Specifically Nvidia now the name is, but it used to be Foxconn. The focus of this time frame is the economic development, the technological innovation, and the growth of export-oriented industries. In short, the rise of East Asian tech manufacturing. Yeah, made in China, made in Taiwan, made in Japan. I think one of my microphones that I have says made in Japan. And now we go to the late 20th century, the information technology boom. With India, growth of software industries such as Infosys, TCS, development of a strong IT service sector, and the rise of telecommunications giants such as Airtel. And obviously you can third party your tech services as a interconnected, a multi-nation, a global economy. You can connect your different services. You can divide it. As a company, you can enjoy different prices, probably for cheaper. The same work that an American worker could do it, they could do it in China for cheaper, in Taiwan for cheaper, in India for cheaper. There's a lot of pros and cons to this, but this is just a generalization of this idea. And then there's Japan. They continued the dominance of consumer electronics. Sony is a powerhouse. All these companies, Panasonic is a powerhouse, with also the automotive, Toyota, Nissan, Honda. They're very strong. The advancements in robotics and the development of video games consoles such as Nintendo and the Sony console, the PlayStation. Wasn't all Nintendo the GameCube? Yeah, I think it was GameCube also. South Korea. The growth of the internet and the mobile phone industries such as Samsung, and the development of a vibrant online gaming culture. With mobile phones, you can't miss in that area. And then you have the focus of this time frame is the information technology, telecommunications, and the expansion of the digital economy. In short, this time frame can be identified as Asia enters the software and consumer electronics market. Then there's the 21st century, the innovation and global leadership, starting with China. The rapid growth of internet and mobile technology, aka Alibaba and Tencent, led to advancements in their department for AI and robotics and the development of e-commerce platforms. Another one is South Korea. South Korea's global leadership in mobile technology, aka Samsung, advancements in its AI and robotics sector, and the development of a strong entertainment industry, aka K-pop. That's a powerhouse. Can't mess with that. Can't miss. Then, from nowhere, actually, you've been following, if you know, Singapore. The development as a major financial and technology hub focus on innovation and smart city initiatives. Basically, the focus of this time frame is the digital innovation, AI development, and the emergence of Asia as a global tech leader. In super short words, Asia is a world leader in tech. And now we slide into the present and possible future, the challenges and opportunities. Asia as a whole is a focus on AI ethics. What should they do? They should focus on AI ethics, sustainable technology, and the development of smart cities. They continued their expansions of e-commerce and digital banking. Now, as individual countries, Asia has a lot of countries, and a lot of people. So hopefully they can improve on their digital banking so they can move faster their economy. They can also optimize with the growth of the concentration of the people. And now for each country itself, addressing challenges of inequality, environmental sustainability, and the cybersecurity, while fostering innovation and maintaining technological competitiveness is something that each country has to focus on in Asia, so that as a whole, as a continent, it can just grow. Basically, the focus of this time frame or future is the addressing of societal challenges, fostering innovation, and maintaining technological competitiveness in a globalized world. Super simple. Focus on ethical AI and sustainable tech. And with that, dear listener, Asia's technological journey continues by a blend of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge innovation. Some might even say razor sharp, like a katana. From the Silk Road's ancient trade routes to the digital highways of today, Asia's contributions to technology have shaped the world. As we look ahead, Asia's focus on AI, sustainability, and digital transformation will play a pivotal role in shaping the future of technology. Some recommended resources that I would give to you if you want to do your more in-depth research is The Silk Roads, A New History of the World by Peter Frankopan, Asia's New Geopolitics by Kishore Mahbubani, the National Museum of Science and Technology located in Tokyo's it has a lot of archives. You could do your research there. And remember, this is just a highlights that I wanted to share with you, dear listener. Thank you for lending me your ear and your time. If you want to leave a comment, want to share something with me, I would highly appreciate it. I would also like to request a thumbs up, 5 stars. If you like me to do more of these kinds of segments, you already know, leave a comment. And yeah, this is my name is Marcos, and this has been an Out of Office episode by LTS. Remember, wash your hands, comb your hair, and to stay frosty.